Well, hello all you people out there, this is Michael the 2.5 Stooges, and by some miracle of God, 2.5 Stooges YouTube channel has reached 100 subscribers. Okay, so maybe it's not the greatest of milestones on the internet, but I know a number of the accounts are inactive or really inactive, but 3 digits of subscribers is a milestone nonetheless. At least 100 people had the thought of mousing over the big yellow button or the red and white button later on and clicking on it, and it's honestly not a milestone I ever expected to happen, so I'm going to make some sort of video here commemorating it. Unfortunately, no, I don't have any sort of fancy magic recipe for this. I wish I did. I've been trying, believe it or not. I don't have 3 minutes of me singing and making up a complete bloody fool of myself. Instead, I think I'm going to go and talk about the relatively brief history of this channel. Okay, so a long time ago, as in January of my freshman year of high school, like that kind of long time ago, 11 months before me and Brian thought of even joining YouTube, I discovered this website called the Super Mario Wiki. If you've never heard of it, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a wiki pertaining to the Super Mario universe. There's going to be a link of it in the description. There's going to be a link of every website or YouTube person that I reference in this video in the description. Back then, those were the days where I didn't really know all that much about video games in general, even Super Mario, which I've become quite the nerd about recently. I spent a good portion of the next few months, and especially the summer vacation after that, being enlightened on the 25 years of the franchise, and to a lesser extent other franchises like Pokemon and Donkey Kong. But moving on, simply reading about Super Mario and stuff like that on the internet wasn't really the most helpful way of describing some aspects of the game, especially things like Mario Kart courses, for example. So I started looking up videos on YouTube for demonstration purposes. I eventually came across this video series called Then and Now, a Mario Kart Wii Retro Tracks Retrospective, which was 8 videos that compared the 32 retro courses in Mario Kart Wii to the original courses in like the Game Boy and the N64 versions. It was made by this dude PlayingWithMahWii. Once again, links to that playlist and his channel will be in this video description. Anyway, I thought the video series was pretty informative, and I liked seeing how Mario Kart courses had evolved over the years. But more importantly, I found the commentary entertaining enough to go to his YouTube channel and look at some of the other stuff he'd uploaded, which would be, at the time, it wasn't that much at the time. It was like Super Mario Bros. 2, Sunshine, Super Mario Land, a couple of random videos like Mario Kart Wii, Wi-Fi races, and this fan-made Cat Mario. Anyway, I also found this old, now deceased collaborative channel that he was in, known as ABTZComms, and they had this playthrough of Super Mario Galaxy. All 3 of us, like me, Kelly, and Brian, 2.5 of us, whatever, it's really getting old. Me, Kelly, and Brian, we watched the whole thing, I think, probably more than once, all 3 of us, me even more than that because I have no life. And all 3 of us just found it incredibly funny, and then Brian and I, after watching that, we decided it might be fun to go make our own playthroughs, and I hunted down an old Canon digital camera that also happened to do video with sound, and it had a battery life about as long as the half-life of some of the heavier synthetic elements, but we're not going to talk about that. I actually spent quite a bit of money on batteries. It's not the greatest way to go about making videos. But anyway, we took that camera, we pointed out the television, and we started playing and talking about Super Paper Mario. Those first videos, to put it really nicely, sucked really badly. Combined with our inability to use most forms of technology at the time, that was only 4 years ago, and it's surprising to me how little I knew about what computers did and stuff like that. A number of the videos didn't even make it off the camera's memory card because I accidentally deleted them to save space in my memory card and forgot to transfer them to the computer in the first place. I would show some footage of the rest of that early playthrough, but unfortunately I don't have it. We got a new computer later that summer, and I did not think it would be worth the time to copy the fragmented playthrough to any sort of backup CDs or flash drive or backup hard drive in order to just keep them around for like reference or old time's sake. Neither of us really minded though, because we just kind of regarded that as a practice playthrough, and then probably it was like September, October, we started a new playthrough of a different project, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. So the video quality of that wasn't very much better, but the commentary, at least to me at the time of uploading it, the commentary was acceptable, and with the help of one of my school friends, he was known as ZYahoo7 on YouTube. I gave a link to his channel also, but he's closed the account since then. I went up to the top of the YouTube homepage and clicked the Create Account button, and then uploaded New Super Mario Bros. Wii to YouTube, and, well, everything took off from there. Or at least the habit of making videos did. None of those videos garnered any views at all, except for the blooper reel, and even that was, even that little achievement surprised me. So one day when that happened, being a nerd with no life that I am, I started poking around on what was then known as YouTube Insight, which is the older version of YouTube Analytics, the extensive statistics database, and all sorts of information about who's watching your videos, how they're finding it, and whatnot. So yeah, I was doing that because I was kind of curious about how people were suddenly watching that video. Something that caught my attention was this related videos reference, which would be New Super Mario Bros. Wii Bloopers World 3. It happened to be by this dude named WonderWobbufet. You may know him, you may not. We've been doing a bunch of collaborative stuff over the years. He's doing a series of Pokemon videos right now, 2 of them. Go watch them if you haven't already, and bother him about uploading, please. Back on topic. I messaged him on YouTube for something or other. I don't remember what it was, and I can't go look it up since he cleared out all my private messages recently. But regardless, we became pretty good friends. We worked together on a bunch of projects and stuff. I still talk to him quite a lot on either YouTube or Facebook or Skype or something like that. And that was probably the most important thing that's happened to me on YouTube as of so far. Being involved in some sort of community is always, I think, helpful when you're getting started in a gigantic world like YouTube with its millions of users, and you have to find your place. But that was very interesting. So, continuing onwards, let's look back in history. Most of the next few months were uneventful, with a few more videos of mediocre Super Mario Galaxy 2 and Super Paper Mario, a second attempt at Super Paper Mario, and there were a few stabs at collaboration with the said WonderWobbufet guy and his friends on their collaborative channel, SuperXtremeGamerz. That channel is still online, you can go see it. However, it's all but vanished from YouTube, nobody's uploaded to it in over a year now, I think. But it was a lot of fun, and then, life goes on. So, then after Super Mario Galaxy 2 ended, I decided to try something a little bit different with, in terms of video content. So instead of doing another Wii game after that, which we kind of figured we'd be sticking to when we made the channel because the Wii is relatively easy to record, on our standard with our setup, but I decided to do a few playthroughs of the Harry Potter games. The first few videos of Sorcerer's Stone did involve me pointing at the camera at a computer monitor, which actually worked out better than I would have expected it to if I thought of it today. And that's also how we recorded a later Harry Potter playthrough, but that's not important. Much more important than video quality was, with the Harry Potter games, they were games that I've been playing for years, unlike Super Mario sort of stuff, and I was really familiar with them. So I played the games reasonably well, which is more than I can say for Galaxy 2 and Paper Mario and New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I minimized the failure, and it was about then that I think that our commentary, mine anyway, because Kelly and Brian didn't have as much interest in Harry Potter as with Super Mario. That's when I'd officially say that the commentary began to not suck completely. So I felt relatively comfortable recording commentary for probably the first time. I definitely think it showed. To this day, 2 years later, or a year and a half later anyway, well, I shouldn't say that because I don't know when this video is going to be uploaded exactly. I will say that Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire is the best playthrough that I've recorded, even though it was done so long ago. And Goblet of Fire is one of my least favorite video games of all time. But it's funny the way things work out sometimes. Anyway, the next few months, year and a half or so actually, a little more than a few months, they were pretty constant. A few videos per week, a few people watched them. I slowly expanded horizons with games like Epic Battle Fantasy series and Pokemon and competitive Pokemon, and random stuff like fact tags and information about Keldeo and glitches in games and stuff that I just happened to find. I started being more adventurous with the video editing, with things like Epic Battle Fantasy 2 sidebars and Pokemon sidebars. I got to interact with some people, and I actually got to think that I helped some people out in the case of things like Keldeo and Meloetta and glitches, but that does bring this channel more or less to where it is today. I'm still alive, Kelly and Brian are still alive, the dog is still alive, we're still here, still uploading stuff, still having a lot of fun doing it. I've met a lot of interesting people, especially when I was really involved with the Mario Kart Wii community with a bunch of hackers, VoxWii, the Hacker TM. There's been more than a couple names on YouTube because his account keeps getting hacked and stuff. I'll put a link to his channel if I can find the current one in the description. Super Skarmory people. It's been a very interesting community where I get to meet a bunch of other playthrough people like me who aren't very well known. It's been a lot of fun. So anyway, whether you've been stalking this channel for months or if you just happen to drop in by chance, I hope you enjoy this little look back in history. I sure did. As for now, that's all I have here today, so rate, comment, subscribe, watch some other videos that we've uploaded if you like to hear me ad-lib for like 10 minutes. See you later.